Okay. I think by now everybody knows this is AI generated. Alright, everybody knows that this is AI generated. Who is that guy? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But the next slide will be interesting. And I will need your help again to play a little game, okay? Is this fake photo or true photo? Don't listen to the majority because most of the time they're wrong. All right. Who says it's fake? Who says it's real? Nobody says it's real. All right. Yeah, a few. Okay. I won't tell you the answers yet. Just hang on a while. What about this guy, Alex? Is this a fake photo or a real photo? Okay, who says it's true? Who says it's fake? And the rest not sure. It's alright. Next one is very interesting. What about this one? Fake. Who says it's true? Nobody believes this photo. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back. Now, this is a fake photo, generative AI, but it looks very, very real. Right? And this is a fake photo as well, right? And this is a. Why is this a fake photo? All right, too handsome. It's both a fake and a real photo, right? Because it's real because it's me. Hello, it's not my twin brother, it's me. All right, but it's possibly fake because you see that he has more hair, more black hair than this guy that's standing right in front of you. But this was taken maybe about 12 years ago. But it's the same handsome guy that you're seeing. Anyway, let's get on. So let's talk about the tool of the trade that is available. Now, all these things you're fairly familiar. Some of the tools, not that I used to use, but I used to sell. Like, for example, Metasport. Yeah, I used to sell that. So kind of familiar with what it actually does. And the rest of the tools, you guys may have used it, may not have used it. These are some of the tools that people do use it for purpose of generating AI. I always say that everything that is good can be used for the purpose of doing bad stuff. And things that are bad can be used for good. So in this world, that is like that, right? We used to live in a world whereby black is black, white is white. Maybe you have a shade of gray. But unfortunately, today's society, good can be evil, and evil can be good. Exchanging, right? So it's the same with AI and generative AI. We can use tools for good or for bad. For purpose of what you see on the right side on business emailing or even social engineering and so on. Yeah? Okay, then from the dark side of AI, there are tools again that are available. You see that chat GPT, for example, they must change the word chat and put it as worm. When you see the word worm, you know it is bad, right? It's the same, fraud GPT instead of chat GPT. Chat GPT, when it comes out, it was supposed to be for good. My exposure to AI was many, many years ago. If some of you guys heard of this company called Digital Equipment, how many heard of that? Some nodding. That shows your age as well. Last point. So those times, the AI was very, very simple. A lot of it is machine learning. A lot of it is machine learning, right? And we used to do AI and even for vision, that we use cameras to check for patterns and all that. So this has been around, and this is the darker side of AI, where we are looking at it here. There are points of concern that I like to address for every security practitioner, and these are some of the things that we want to look at it from a point of Mean time between response, between detection, we have MTTD, or sometimes we more familiar with MTTR, I think, right? MTTD, mean time, what is the average time we take to detect that something has happened? It may take a while, but what's the average? Well, another thing we call it an MTTR. After you have detected, how long do you take to respond to it? Okay, so that's the average time that you want take to be able to detect, and then you respond. A very good example will be what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. What is your acceptable time from the time you detect to the time you are able to respond? What is acceptable? Okay. The fun info is the best place to hide your valuable is in your house. My time, or at least my grandmother time, where there was no bank, the best place to hide is under the pillow. Right? I remember a story that's very, very funny. I have an old auntie from my neighboring countries, which I will not mention by name. It gets sensitive. Not Philippines, don't worry. It was the first time she ever come into a city from a village. All right. And we says, you go to the bank. She literally went to the bank and she was standing outside the bank. And after 1 hour, she came back. I says, my grandma asked her, did you do anything? She says, no. I saw the door open, the door closed. The door open and the door closed. I don't know what to do, whether they are on business or they are not on business. Door open and closed, you know. So again, some of the concepts that you see are the CCTV camera. That's the best, right? You are able to detect, and those were the days of IDS or IPS, right? Intrusion detection. And these are the data breach statistics by days. It is quite shocking, actually. The number of days it takes before things are detected, things are response to remediation. Now, let me share with you two use cases. The first use case is, now this is a use case whereby a guy, after his long weekend, like some of you here, the traffic was very quiet yesterday because you have a holiday Wednesday, people take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they come back to work on Monday. And the poor guy in SOC has thousands of alerts. What is he going to do? Now, this is a use case example of we can try to use expert systems or AI, generative AI to help, right? He's coming in today and says, look, where am I going to start from? There are so many things I need to do. Can you please help me to summarize what are the things I should be looking for? Saving analyst Ryan's day. This is Siberia is a product from Tehtris that talks about we are using AI now to make sense of so many things that is happening. And it tells you, okay, no panic. These are the things you need to do. At the end of the thing, these are only the important thing you need to really focus on. All right. And from there, the dashboard will tell you, okay, this is it. Just tackle on this, you should be fine. That's a very easy way of a use case of using generative AI from Tehtris. That's what we had. So what does it do? Is speed up your analysis, reduce the MTDD, and so on, right? Now, finally, a little of who we are. It's all there. I would not go deep into it. The company was started by two former intelligence from the French army. Tehtris is a French company. So the big thing that we talk about is that because we are based out of Europe, we subscribe to GDPR, yeah, which means that your important data stays within the country and not out of the country, like some of the US folks here. You got to because of the act enacted. Both of them, if you go in there, they are very early hackers of BlackBerry. Lahore, I call him Lahore, and some call Loren. He was the first one to hack into BlackBerry. First hacker, ethical hacker. And you go into Apple iOS, these two names are also mentioned as well. So we are based out of French. It's a French company. Yeah. And we are also represented worldwide, including Asia Pac. Asia Pac, we just started about 7-8 months ago. So I'm with a startup company. With that, thank you so much for your time. Thank you very much.